So that was just a little hint of what I'm going to make today. I'm sure you figured it out. Guacamole. I love to make guacamole. So we're gonna get started doing that. I'm gonna show you how I make it. I like it a little chunky, and I like it a little spicy. It's one of the easiest things to make, but people still screw it up, which is amazing to me. So let's get started. So the way I make my guac is I just wing it. So I figure out how many avocados that I want, and I just kind of go from there. But usually I'll do about 4 avocados, and I'll probably do maybe 1 whole lime, maybe 1.5. It just depends, because I just want the lime to just be a hint of lime, not overpowered, just a hint of lime mixed in with that avocado, and it's fantastic. I will definitely use both of the tomatoes. I use Roma tomatoes. I find they're just easier to use, a little more firm, but also, you know, when you get your guac nice and cold, they just seem to taste better. Let's see, I use red onion, and I have a bunch of cilantro, and I use everything. I use the whole stem, and because the stem has lots of flavor, and it's just as good. Plus, I don't cuts down on food waste. And then I have some garlic. Usually 1 clove of garlic is fine, but if you like it a little more garlicky, go for it. And then I use probably 1 whole Serrano pepper with all of the seeds taken out, and then I'll probably use another one with half the seeds, because the seeds is where all of the heat is. I have my juicer, my squeezer, and then this is for my garlic crushing. This is to mash everything up. And then I have my 2 knives, serrated, gotta use this on the tomatoes, and then just a regular cook's knife for the avocados and the onions. You know, good knives are important. Always just invest in good knives. You're not gonna cut your hand off, you know, using really good knives unless you don't know how to use a knife. So there's that. But I mean, anytime we go anywhere and we're like at an Airbnb or something, and I want to cook or make something, especially guac, because it's so easy and it's such a quick treat to have. They always have those stupid, I'm not even going to say the name of the knives, but they're so serrated and they're so hard to cut, and it's like, I'm going to just hack my fingers off because everything's moving. Anyway. So at this point, I like to take and put my lime juice all over this so that the avocados don't get brown while I'm cutting everything else up. Now I'm going to mash my avocados and lime. And I'm not gonna mash it up a lot. I just kind of want to get it started. So I've left some big chunks in there because as I go to mix in everything else, it'll get a little bit smaller, but it'll still have a little chunk to it. Garlic. So I just cut off the end. And now I'm going to throw this into my press. And that's all the garlic I need. There you go. All right, so now it's time to use the Serrano peppers. I'm probably just gonna use 2, but we'll see. So I cut off the end, and then I'm gonna cut right down the center, cut them in half, and then I'm just gonna take out this little bit with all the seeds. Like so. So there's a couple of seeds in there, but that's fine. I'm gonna do the same with this side. Make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly after handling the Serrano peppers. Don't rub your eyes. So those seeds are out. Now I'm just gonna chop. Cut these again, like so. Dump those in there. But guess what? Oops, I am gonna use another Serrano because I want more heat. And this time, I am not going to cut out the peppers. I mean the seeds. The peppers. So now I have the Serrano peppers in there with the lime juice. Now let's cut some tomatoes, and I have the garlic in there too. See this? This should never, ever, ever, ever be in your food. I think it's ugly, it's hideous. Don't put it in there. Just cut it off like that. See, easy. Tomatoes in. Onion. This is our next beast. I like onion, so I put maybe half of this onion in there. Never cut this off because this keeps the all the peels, all the layers together. You want to cut this end. Just a little snip, like so. And then you can just peel away the rest. And you get this nice, fresh skin. Done and done. So I'm gonna make little slits like this. Maybe make a little bit of a cut here. Be careful with your knives. Now I'm just gonna cut. Look at all that. Yum. So now we'll take all of this and throw it in. Now it's time for the cilantro. So just cut it. Just take the whole top of this and just cut it. Even if you get stems, the stems are good. They taste good, they're delicious. See? Now, I'm just going to put all of this in here. Okay. Now we mix it. Grab a fork. And mix. Oh yeah. Now the one last thing that we have to add is salt. Brings out all the flavors. And for some reason, guac to me tends to need a lot of salt. But taste test it. I'm gonna do this. Now I'm going to taste it. It has heat. It has just a hint of lime. Some people overdo the lime. It's really good. Once you put this in the refrigerator and let it meld together a little bit, take it out, test it again. You might need to add some more salt, but so good. Now it's time to taste it. Let's see. Go for it.
I should taste first, right? Because You made it for me?
Sure.
Real good.
Really nice heat.
Thank you.
There you go. Enjoy. Go and make it and let me know how yours turns out, or if you add anything different to it.